We have been talking a lot about Jaclyn Hill over the past few weeks with all the court documents that came out about the Morphe bankruptcy. We have learned that Jaclyn was not in fact the CEO of Jaclyn Cosmetics when she definitely said that she was, as well as some shocking news about the Jaclyn Cosmetics original launch.
So we know for a fact that Morphe purchased the lipstick bullets for Jaclyn Cosmetics, which leads me to believe that Jaclyn never owned Jaclyn Cosmetics, even back to that original lipstick launch.
Another thing I looked pretty closely into lately is the Jaclyn Hill cat drama and how people reacted when she addressed it, but not Koze. So to give a quick recap, Jaclyn launched a new brand of home and comfort wear and named it Koze, which is the name of a brand that sells very similar items, also started by a YouTuber, only much smaller than Jaclyn.
So many of you guys guessed it, but I've given a ton of hints away, if I'm gonna be honest, because I'm so excited about this. My new brand is called Koze. You have no idea how hard it was to name this brand. We probably went through 50 names. Everything was taken. Everything was trademarked. Oh my gosh.
Jaclyn, the girl who had the brand Koze for years now, reached out to Jaclyn when Koze was first launched and let her know that she already had a brand by the same name, Koze, for years. And Jaclyn responded by not responding to Jaclyn, but releasing a Reels video showing the name Koze with a TM next to it.
What really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth was, instead of this creator responding, their team, or they did, just posted a reel with the word Koze, or they call it Koze, with a TM beside it. The reason why that put a bad taste in my mouth is because, one, the energy was weird. It was weird because it just kind of gave a like, yeah, I saw your comment, here's my response, trademarked. I was working with lawyers who looked it up and they hadn't trademarked it. In fact, the first post for this brand was in July. So usually when you file a trademark, it takes a week or two to show up in the database. It had been months. There was no trademark filed under this person or their LLC. They didn't have anything filed. And so maybe they saw my post or my comment and then decided to file. And you can put trademark TM beside something you even just have intentions of trademarking without it even being trademarked. But it gave the impression that they had a trademark they didn't have. And then a lot of the comments were kind of like, yeah, shove it in her face kind of thing. And that energy was like, not my cup of tea.
What all this ultimately meant for Jaclyn is a rebranding of her entire brand, YouTube channel, podcast, shop, everything. Because she couldn't afford to be Jaclyn to the trademarking, she had to give up her brand and remake and rename all different aspects of the brand that she has had for years. And her audience knew and loved for so long because she just can't compete with Jaclyn.
I had big dreams for Koze. I wanted so many books, I wanted planners, I wanted to eventually move into getting goods manufactured. Trademarking is something that I originally didn't do. I was very naive in the business world. Incorporating in Canada definitely gave me some protection, but not enough protection. And it's no excuse, but I naively thought that nobody would, in the same realm that I would care about, come up with the same thing. And so I figured one day I would trademark. Life went on and I just didn't, and that was definitely my mistake.
Ever since Koze had its first launch and it got the backlash that it did, it was pretty much quiet up until recently. It seemed like Jaclyn realized that what she did was wrong for a minute. But apparently not, because just now Koze announced a restocking of some of their items and a launch of a new rope. And people are not letting Jaclyn forget that she stole the name Koze from Jaclyn's Koze. The comments on every single post look like this. Yet you stole this brand name from a smaller creator and will never address it. Please don't buy from this company. I don't understand why you needed to move away from your original branding to begin with. You were doing just fine with Jaclyn/Jaclyn Hill. Another business owner is suffering because of your untruthfulness. Not addressing the drama, just getting the coin, huh? I absolutely cannot support a business that steals from a small business. Completely unacceptable. No one should buy these products. How embarrassing. No one will support this. Lol. I am disgusted. Address Jaclyn. She literally had to completely rebrand because you either didn't do your due diligence or just didn't care. The professional thing to do would be to acknowledge it. We're not going to forget what you did. You can try not posting again for months and come back. Still won't work. Address the rebrand. give the brand back to Jaclyn. This is the first comment under the post showing the newest launch. Are we just not going to address the whole stealing of a whole other brand, or it does not seem like Jaclyn intends to stop the new launch? I can only assume because of the money already invested in those items, but the bottom line is that Jaclyn should have researched the name before the actual launch, but also her keeping it despite so many people calling her out on this says to me that she's trying to get the money from this launch and frankly just doesn't care. But yeah, let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think that people are overreacting and Koze is not the same as Koze? Or do you think that Jaclyn handled this really badly and that she should have been the one to rebrand? I would love to know your thoughts and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.